Hi, welcome to week one of the Avid Summer School series. So this is the first video response. We've had tons of questions, which is wonderful, so thanks very, very much for that. So what I'm going to try and do is combine them into sort of double questions and see how much I can get through without everybody dropping off to sleep. Number one. So this is a question partly from Louis Hampton, who says, what is your composing process? Do you start with the basic melody or sequence and expand on it, or write it chronologically? And combining that with Alan Cross's question, who says, how much time do you spend writing at the piano as opposed to sitting at a workstation inputting ideas as they come? How have you found is the most efficient, fantastic, nice word, and enjoyable way to create and compose for TV and film? So very quickly I would say that it's about horses for courses. It's about knowing what you want your end product to be. So if it's thematic, I start on paper at the piano. Here is one of my notebooks. This one, which has got tea stains, is from Wild Child. And so this has got, I sat at the piano and worked out all the tunes well in advance of actually sitting down at the computer at all. And that leads you to one result, because I find I can concentrate much better on the actual shape and the harmonic structure of a melody on paper. Sometimes it's sonic exploration. Sometimes it's not about paper. Sometimes it's about making weird noises, if you know you want to have a weird noise score. Other times, if you are doing an action cue, like a car chase or something like that, then starting on the piano or improvising doesn't really work for me at all, because I need to sit there and plot out the structure of the scene very carefully on the sequencer to get to a point where you're hitting everything right and the underlying rhythm of what you're doing is right. So I start in different ways, and it depends what the outcome is going to be. Question 2. This is sort of an education question from Alexander Reed, who says, when going into school, be it college or university, for a music programme, with intentions of someday getting into the industry, anything we should keep in mind over the course of those few years? I'm going to combine that with Rick McQuire's question, how important is it to go to a prestigious school for composing for an undergraduate degree? Is it absolutely necessary to go to graduate school, or does having a degree in composing even matter when getting into film scoring? Again, very quickly, I would say that what you're looking out for whatever college program you do, or even if you don't go to college, is collaboration and collaborators. So film is not a sport for loners. It's for people who enjoy working with other people. And so you can practice that at school or at college or anywhere where there are people doing theatre, dance, making their own little movies. Everybody's got you can make a movie on your phone now. So you should be collaborating right from the word go. And that runs in tandem with developing your professional skills. But fundamentally, if you are not a person who enjoys collaboration, then you should probably go and make records or be an artist instead. Because music is one department within a big film or TV show, and by no means the most important. So a sense of kind of enjoying that thrill of working people is something that you can develop from very early on. Now, I went to a place in Surrey called Surrey University, but the course is called the Tonmeister course. I went a long time ago, so I'm incredibly old. And what I found was very good about that was that I had a strong technical training back in the days before too many computers, and but also a strong musical training, because really I think the combination of those two is what is going to get you through those early years in film and TV composition, either as an assistant, which is something that I was for 5 years. Well, I mean, I was an assistant really until I was 30. So your technical skills are going to be the things that will help you work in the industry. Your collaboration and your openness will find people to work with, and hopefully the combination of the two will mean that you come out of college and work at least in some shape or form as soon as you get out. Finally, number 3, what is the first, this is Cody McVeigh, what is the first most important step toward being discovered in the extremely competitive film scoring industry? I would say the most important step is to realise that it's not a single step. Which is an enormously trite way of saying it takes a very, very long time. So I say to most people that I talk to that it takes 10 years to really get from the point where you've left college and you are now making a full-time living composing. So how are you going to what you're going to do for those 10 years. Hopefully you're going to sort of like do the collaboration thing, you're hopefully going to build up your technical skills, but also you need to keep yourself alive practically, you need to pay the rent, but also you need to keep yourself alive musically and artistically so that you are a fun person to work with. So I'd say once you've decided that it's a journey, you somehow become more open to all the many thousands of things that need to fall into place before you get your first break. Does that make any sense at all? So thanks very much. I know we're going really, really quickly, but I appreciate every question that comes in, and please send some more, and I shall try and get through as many as I can next time. So thanks very much for listening, and see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.